Zaxxon's being his Doberman. Hi, Mr. Zaxxon's Doberman. Good evening, everybody.
Oh, I didn't realize we're live. Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
How we doing, everybody?
A little rope toy.
And don't worry, Zach's had his rabies and distemper shots. So.
Well, rabies, yes. Distemper, I'm not sure about.
Yeah, we're gonna have to disagree with you on distemper there, Bill.
Yeah. Howdy, everybody. Thanks for popping over here to my channel tonight. And sorry for having to send the link as guests to Zach and Bill because, like I say, with me having to switch computers again this week, I don't have the pre-settings for Zach and Bill just to come in automatically. So sorry about that. But let's start saying hi to some good people in here tonight.
We're here. It's working. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Hi, James.
Good evening, Mark, the Berg Hunter. Good evening, Neil.
Hello, Riddle. Chop.
Relic Reaper Don. Miss Beth.
Mystic.
Gregory Gibson. Mr. Neil. Old Palone. Yodi. Evening, Mystic. I'm burping up that meatloaf, honey.
Hi, Wendy.
Howdy, Keegan. Brian Ollier.
Lucky James Heller. Hello.
Yeah, Mark. Money's gladly accepted, Mark.
I don't even know, Rob. We'd probably skip the money if we could get some more pictures that we could hang over his head for life.
Oh, that Halloween picture is awesome. Evening 5 Mile Relic Hunter. Javier.
Hi, Dina.
Yeah, I'm afraid the minute Mark goes up that I go like this.
No, actually, Rob, I noticed the correlation. Last Tuesday on Bill's, Mark didn't disappear until I showed up. So maybe he can only take X number of minutes of Zaxxon before he has an allergic reaction.
Well, then after I showed up, Richie bailed too.
Hi,
so
Brad.
I'm starting to think I'm getting a complex here. Everybody's.
Richie just goes to bed early.
Richie
just goes to bed at regular time.
Yeah, they have a 10 o'clock curfew at Richie's.
Howdy, Lucky James Eller. Hey, Marty. Marty had another phenomenal box of Nichols guys.
J. Paul, I saw your email to me. I did not get a chance to respond. I have not forgotten. And J. Paul is asking if he could do a giveaway for one of his poker chips tonight.
Yes, he sent me one too. I just saw it too, J. Paul, because I literally just got up from me and Bill took old guy naps. I just got up a few minutes ago. So I just saw your email, J. Paul. Yeah, we would love to give one of those away, tonight, Jay. Howdy, Colonel's Collecting.
If I ever come up with some extra time, I am going to need the name of the site of your poker site, Rob. I'd like to go on there, find you, and play you.
You mean chess, not poker?
Yeah, whatever. It's all the same.
Chess, poker. The game's very similar. Just chess.com. It's that simple. Howdy, Chop Shop.
Lawn darts. Yes, yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's like Fonzie said to Richie. So what'd you guys do all night? We played chess. You played with her chest? No, we played chess. Howdy, Owen. Miss Bernay, Fairy Dust. William E., good evening. Howdy, Dina.
Well, I will tell you guys this. I'm not superstitious, but I do believe in karma. But after yesterday, I'm kind of thinking that I might start taking Friday the 13th off. That was ridiculous.
What, your work day?
The only thing that went right that entire day was putting some wheel studs in a trailer. Every single thing else had some kind of weird to it. And I did like 5 cars.
Yeah, we had a pretty fortunately we had a pretty quiet Friday the 13th.
Martin, good to see you, Triple R Adventures.
I woke up running, and I had a little bit of break in the midday, but I didn't get home till like 8:39 last night. But every single thing turned into something it shouldn't have been. It was ridiculous.
Grandma Kelly, hello.
I got to show this. I know we don't do politics here, guys, but I got to show this. Denise just put this on my. She got this on her phone. Let me go large. This is hilarious. Somebody did a great job here. It says, when you break up, but your rent's too high to move out. That is flipping hilarious. Trump on the blanket and Musk playing video games. That's just freaking hilarious in an apartment. Oh, people send her this stuff.
Yeah, Minix, I've given myself a couple of bloody noses over that.
Howdy, backbreaking, Miss Wendy, Torchy, medical detectives. Great seeing Paz here tonight. There's Mr. Rocky Mountain Brad, Miss Dina, and there's Mr. Jeremy.
You're still
absolutely, Mr. J. Paul. Absolutely, guys.
Solo, Rob.
You're still full screen, Rob. We can't take you down. Oh yeah, Minix, I was hot. I'm hot anytime that happens.
Howdy, Captain Vic. Oh man, we just stopped at Fat Burger. We don't have Fat Burgers here, but that sounds yummy.
We got one that I can access. The fries are decent. It really depends on who the cook is, though. The first time we went, it was great. The second time we went, it was kind of blah, and then we were kind of annoyed they charged us an extra $1 for cheese.
James Eller, don't be sad. I got your new thumbnail up on the screen. I guess it's your son graduating. Fantastic. Congratulations. I don't know how to make that any bigger than what it is, but congratulations. Howdy, Riddle. Thank you, Pat. Guys, I tried something last night. I tried the 2-camera setup with chess.com. It seemed to work out really well. And I checked that stream today, guys. I did not realize that I was on for 3 hours and 11 minutes playing chess.
Yeah, you were.
Pat says, "Loved the chess last night, Rob. I watched till 1:30." Yeah, guys, I played till like 2:40 in the morning. I was ready to get off, and then a guy beat me, and he beat me a little arrogantly. So when he wanted a rematch, I thought I'm going to do a rematch, and I'm going to really try really hard and concentrate. And I beat him the second time. Beat him in a tough match, and man, he immediately wanted that rematch, and he came out just really aggressive, and I was able to stop the aggressiveness and beat him the third time, and then after that, we finally logged off. I beat him 2 out of 3.
You made a couple of moves that I was disapproving of, but the lag between the chat and the playtime. By the time we said anything, you would have just been gone, and it would have just been confusing you the whole time. Wait, move what? Where?
Yeah, because literally because since I had both pages open on the computer, I had to do the chat on the phone. That's the only way I could get everything to work. So after I said a comment and then I did the move, like 6-8 seconds later, the comment in the chat would show up. I could hear myself with the little echo reverb. So yeah, I know some of you guys are screaming at me for moves, but with the lag, I couldn't see him till after I probably did it.
Hello, Patriot.
Evening, Javier. Good evening, Mr. Roger. Look at this.
Digging up the Carolina says he got laid off, so he's going to do a bunch of detecting for the next summer.
We've got the Dirt Devil mug tonight with nice hot coffee. Denise made me some great coffee. Thank you for the mug, Roger.
Nice.
Mrs. Kendu stopped yesterday and said, "It is past your bedtime, boys." There's Miss Torchy with some great emojis.
Hey, we got 41 watching and only 25 likes. Come on, guys. Hit that like button.
I don't think I hit this myself.
I was holding it ransom till later. We do have Detector Warehouse scrolling across the bottom of the screens. You guys want to help out the smaller businesses, give them a call. Certainly help the channel out.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, and I'm sure it's just not Detector Warehouse. There's a lot of places that have been running some great sales. Boom. Like number 27, Bill.
I get in the argument with people. Obviously, sales are nice. We all like to save money, but the simple fact that someone is having a sale doesn't mean that I need to go spend money. You would save more money paying full price for it than buying 2 things on sale.
That's true, and I did keep myself from buying a new Knox 900 last week. They had that phenomenal sale, but I really didn't think I could justify that to Denise, considering I haven't been able to detect in almost a year. She'd be like, "Why is there a new $900 metal detector on the way here when you can't even detect and you've got 4 of them sitting in the garage?"
Yeah, we would have ribbed you a little bit about that one.
Yeah. I'm telling you, them elementary school chess players were tough, William. I'm telling you. And they were mean too, William.
Oh, anybody who's got younger children will know. Chef V.
Chef V NC.
That's Chef V, North Carolina. He is coming over from a JP bar raid. So the bar.
Oh, Mark Miller.
Thank you for coming over. Appreciate the JP bar raid.
Give a second.
Yeah, Martin says, I'm pretty sure I'm a member of chess.com. Yeah, we'd all like to think we're members of chess.com. I miss Wendy.
Can you get us JP's bar link in there a couple of times for us? Getting him some thumbs up tonight.
Can I? Sure.
Yeah, Pat. That's about it. Did Rob freeze?
All right, guys, here is the link to JP's bar.
Oh, everybody else would do it. You don't have to do that, Rob.
It's done. Howdy, Graham McKay. Silver Pasta is Friday the 13th. It's always been lucky for me. Yeah, I've never really usually had a problem with Friday the 13th. I can cause my own Menardo problems without it being Friday the 13th, Zach. Bill knows this story, but you don't, Zach, so I will tell you this because this is a classic Menardo story from D. What day was it I went out to get? Was it Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday, Zach. I went taking coins back. And
hold on. I'm on the last page of my Menardo book. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So I took my two-sided $50 with me, okay? Or my one-sided $50. Tails, okay?
Nice.
This got this in the box that the guy opened 2 rolls and returned, and that was in the first of the 2 rolls he opened. So he only opened 2 rolls, and here is a one-sided $50. That's it may not be worth $1 bazillion, but somebody put a lot of work into making this, trying to look like a mint error. And you can, if you look at it under a loop, you can see that it's a made coin, but still, it's a pretty rare coin for somebody to take the time. It's not a hollow coin like a magician coins. It's an actual coin that somebody made to try and look like a one-sided double error coin here. So I had that in this little 2x2 in my pocket because I was running around. I hit 11 banks Thursday or Friday, whatever day it was. And I'm taking thousands and trying to get all this coins back in the bank. Well, I also brought a bag of regular change, nickels, dimes, pennies, and quarters in a small baggie. So I stopped at my one bank that has the machine, and I brought in a clear bag of $50, and then I brought in the baggie of regular change, and I was trying to get $25 because I want to get a money order for $25 to send to somebody. So I was putting all the change in, and it came to like an odd number. So I grabbed some pocket change out of my pocket and threw that in there to make it an even amount for the coin machine. I get done. I get the little receipt, take it up to the teller. They give me they put the money in my account. I leave and I go to the next bank next door, and I reach in my pocket to pull out the coin to show the next bank. And this is what comes out of my pocket. I put the two-sided coin. I put the 2 tails coin into the coin machine at the bank, and it is gone. My once-in-a-lifetime coin, and it's gone.
Wow.
So I tell the second bank, excuse me, I got to run back to the bank that's next door. I go drive next door real quick, and I get the customer service rep, and I explain to her what happened. She goes, yeah, we'll open up the machine for you. Nobody's been here to use it since you've been using it. And she says, just sit here at my desk so you don't have to stand with your cane. And she says, we'll just go through the coins and find it. It should be pretty easy to find. I said, great. So I hear her open up the machine, but I don't hear any of the bags rattling. And then she comes walking back in her office, walks around her desk, and drops the coin right in front of me. And I said, how did you get that so fast? Their machine at their bank, and apparently coin roll hunting machines or coin machines around the country, it had an internal tray. It didn't make it to the external tray, but the machine caught it as a counterfeit coin due to the weight and put it in the interior tray, not to be given back to the customer, but it wasn't a legit coin. So the machine singled the coin out and had it sitting in the interior tray. So when she opened up the machine, it was sitting right there in the tray.
Well, may I see the rest of that tray, please?
Yeah, that's the first thing I asked her, Zach. Anything else in that tray? And she goes, no, there's nothing in it today. We have had other coins in that tray, but she says there's nothing in it today. So,
hello, Dan smoking. Yeah, I would
hi,
have.
Dan. But I was just happy to get it back, Zach.
Absolutely. I don't think I could do that at my common bank because they use actual Coinstar. It's just free for me to use. I've seen the armed guards come in to change the coins in them, so I don't even think they could open it.
Yeah, this bank, like I say, they all have just a regular machine that's got a little, it's got one of those little gold keys, and they open it up, and then it's got these big hanging clear bags that are like super strong. And what happens is when the bag hits a certain weight, the machine shuts off. They take the bag off the clips, and then they have a little flex seal. They feel it off, flip it over, seal the bag, take it in the back room to wait. They take it to the safe, and then they just put another bag in. And unfortunately, they hadn't taken it out and sealed it, because I don't know what their policy would have been if they'd already sealed it back up. So I got lucky, and Denise has told me the coin's not allowed to leave the house anymore. She says, or before it goes the way of that real, like it almost did.
Yeah.
Like, ouch.
My brother got a really special or particular coin that he was super proud of, and it was ultra expensive. And he wanted to come over and show me because he knows that I have one of those same coins. I've showed you, Rob, before. Mine's better, but I had one of those same coins, and I had to get on him. You freaking idiot! You're walking around with that in your pocket, and you don't even have it in a coin holder. And my brother's got some interesting character traits, and one of them is to lose things, and to walk around with that value of a coin in his pocket, just like he's carrying it. I thought for sure he was going to lose that thing. Apparently, he took advice, or he lost it and found it and took advice and finally put it away where he's not walking around.
You would think I found a really beautiful Catholic silver cross, crucifix cross medallion on Clearwater Beach that I carried in my pocket to show some of the places I was going to. And I had it separate, didn't put it in a 2x2 or something. I just had the cross separate my change. And I put some bills in my pocket too. And I reached in my pocket to get some bills out. And I was inside the courthouse building, and apparently it came out and bounced down on the carpet. And I didn't hear it come out. So the time I got home that day and I opened up, I did my pocket, my beautiful silver cross that I found metal detecting was gone. So yeah, this isn't the first, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last. But we're going to try and slow losing things down. But hi there, little penny coins. Hi, Graham McKelly. Rick Hay. Good evening, Rick. Javier. Good evening, Bra. Howdy, backbreaking. Riddles. Medical.
Well, Rob,
yes, sir, Bill.
today I was watching catching part of the news on MSN, and some guy had spent $1,053 on a roll of unopened Morgan silver dollars on eBay. It was, you could tell the roll was old. Oh no. Turned out whoever sold it was going to be eating crow, because the guy noticed one of the enders had a Carson City mint on it right to begin with, which is a rare Morgan to begin with.
Yes.
And it turned out to be one of the rare Morgans, so it paid for the rest of the roll. But they were all real silver Morgans. There was a couple other good ones in there, but that one paid for the whole roll plus.
Well, good for him, because you can buy those rare Morgans from China. We'll sell you every year Morgans, including the rare ones. And I'm like,
oh, yeah, but see, this was an unopened roll in a U.S. And you could tell it was
I've bought some unopened Wheatie rolls that were a few years old from estate sales, but I have never. Rob Finds Treasure gets these every now and then. He gets these rolls, and you're right, Bill. They look like 60s, 50s, 60s, or 70s bank rolls, and unfortunately, I've never come across any of those. But yeah, that's a find and a half right there, guys.
Yeah. Well, it was when I first started reading, I thought, oh, bold, and I looked at the picture, went, that's an old coin roll, though, and you could tell it's not been opened. And then when the guy opened it live, I'm sitting there going, holy crap.
Awesome. He's Gregory Gibson.
Yeah, that's that 1 in 10 million, and he happened to be lucky. Yep. 1 in 10, millions.
Apparently so, Mark. Evening, Colonel. Evening, Jim Steele. Wow, Jeremy, sorry to hear about getting laid off the job, but I guess that's good if you're going to be going out detecting a lot. PA Patriot says, look at this motley crew. Yeah, you got that crap right.
Hey,
It's a big ass burger. We share a combo. It's perfect. Nice.
You'd be angry about that if it weren't true.
Evening, John. We all hope Mr. Charlie's going to weather this situation, John. You know, he knows that he's in our prayers and thoughts, John.
Hi, Deb Melvin. Hi, Phil Garner.
Hi, Deb. Hi, Phil. Evening, Colonel. Put together 2 nightstands today. Nice, Wendy. Denise likes putting together furniture. Thank you, Beth. There's Chef V. I finally got down to Chef V. Welcome. There's
Thank
Rob,
you,
Amy Dirtfish.
Treasure.
Nice, Dan.
I watched Rob's short today. He's got a new short out, guys, for a really nice button fan. Boom. Thank you, Dan's. Rocky Fry, good evening. Steven Stark, good evening. Asylum Studio, good evening. Dina. Look, we got a JP's Bar Raid.
That was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat, you're right, Pat. That's a classic. The worst thing is coming home and hearing your wife say, honey, you won't believe how much money I saved today. Yeah. They took my chop shop. They did take my lunch money. I'm glad I wasn't playing for money. Uh-oh. Pa says he's got some new wheels. Check out his short. I will have to check that out, guys. Nice, Paz. Bud Files. Good evening, Bud Files. Let me get down to the end here, Bep. Mr. Minnick says about 40 miles here. There's a Camp Crystal Lake. Isn't that the one with Freddie or Michael Myers, Camp Crystal Lake?
I think
Nice.
so.
What's in the plug?
Evening, Miss Paula. Howdy, Lucinda. Hope I'm not missing anybody here, guys.
We're just waiting for you to catch up, Rob.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice, Rob. Nice. Yeah, we don't have that. We can't find that stuff here in Florida, Rob. We're just not old enough. Well, we appreciate you popping in, Lucinda. Yeah, I know. 5 Mile. I know. I'm a Menardo. Evening, Johnny Small Pepper. Evening, Moon. I did. Moon's at work. Some of you people work way too much. Like Zaxxon. Phil Garner, good evening.
That's one of those nasty 4-letter words in my book.
It has been for me in a while. There we go. Finally, down here to Dan's. Thank you very much, Dan. All right, I'm only 2 minutes behind now.
Moon says, yes, don't bet on Rod to win at chess.
Well, that's what we're here for, Riddle. So hope we can make you some laughs some tonight.
Yeah, well, Rob and Bill, you guys put in your years, and some of us aren't to that point yet.
Hi, buddy.
We got to pull
Hi, buddy.
Bill
I'm mad
Brass.
at that cat. I'm mad at that cat, Rob.
What did Duckman do?
It doesn't let the dog walk through the door. It doesn't let the dog get any water.
Yeah. Poor Milo's scared of his own shadow. He's not happy. He got an antibiotic shot yesterday, and then he's got to go back next month, and he's going to be, I was crazy to say be put down, but that didn't sound right. He's going to be put to sleep. That didn't sound right either. He's going to be anesthetized because he's got to get his toofers cleaned.
They're going to put him under to clean his.
Yes, they're going to put him under to clean his teeth. Good evening, Bill Brasky. Good evening, Deb Melvin. Moon, I went 4-5-1 last night. The one that was a draw. I definitely should have won that one. I I made a stupid move at the end. If you don't allow the other guy to move, he doesn't have a move. No matter how much you're up, it'll be a draw. But that worked for me last night or today when I was playing. A guy was beating me bad, but he didn't know how to do the ending, and I just maneuvered myself into a spot where he had to move without checking me, and I couldn't move, and we were able to draw the game. So I went 4-5-1 for 10 games last night. That's about right for me.
When I left, I think you were 4-2 or something like that.
Yeah, I hit a little period where I lost 3 in a row. The infamous Menardo move. There you go, 5 Mile.
I haven't played chess in so long, I'd get my ass kicked if I went in there. So.
I haven't played in years.
It's been like 30, 35 years for me. So.
Well, I've only been on that website now, I think like 6, maybe 5, 6, 7 weeks. I've already played hundreds of games. Hey, Tom K. But I've played people in. Let me look at my. Here's my little. I have 13 friends. I've played. Hold on. I've played 1,100 games since I logged on. Holy crap! I didn't realize I was spending that much time playing chess.
1,100 games.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, Zach. I'm trying to see how many countries I've played people from. I think I've played people in 111 or 112 countries. I joined April 9th. Okay, so April, May, June. Okay, I joined 9 weeks ago, not 7. I joined about 9, 10 weeks ago. Stats. Here we go. I've played in. Oh, it doesn't tell me. One of the stats, it'll tell you how many countries you played.
Moon says, but how many wins, Rob?
I'd have to look at those individually. I don't think they break down your score by. Let me look at overview.
Rob, you're averaging 12 games of chess a day.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a lot, but if some of them only last 2-3 minutes, that's still like maybe less than an hour.
I don't agree to that.
Yeah, okay. See, you and Relic Reaper are making that sound really bad.
1,100 games of chess sounds really bad.
There you go, 5 Miles. Chess and ping pong. There's a combination. But see, I got to admit sometimes, guys, like I'll sit here the night that me and Bill got off the last stream that I didn't have any silver in that last box. I sat here and played games of chess while I was re-rolling coins. So, I'm just sitting here like, absentmindedly playing chess while I'm rolling. So other times I'm editing videos while I'm playing, or I'm writing down. As a matter of fact, speaking of giveaway, the giveaway ended at midnight. Or ends at midnight tonight. If you guys haven't done a guess on the giveaway, it ends at midnight tonight in less than an hour and a half. So make sure you get your guess in for the giveaway, guys. Yeah, William, I got the free version. I got the free version of everything, William. I got the free version of YouTube. I got the free version of StreamYard. I've got the free version of chess. The only thing I actually pay for is the duck races, because they give me. There's a lot of duck races. You can only have 100 names, but if you get the paid duck races, you can do up to 1,000 names, which we need for Sunday with the 200 master names in it. And I've changed the word now. I don't call it the master race list. I call it the master racing list. Hi, Show Me.
Why is that, Rob?
Because the master race list sounds really bad, Zach.
Well, I can agree with you on that. What Charlie changed the topic to, it sounded worse. So
we're just going to call it the racing list. How's that? let me see if I can pull up this picture that Jay Paul sent me.
Hi, Greg Diver.
Hi, Greg. There we go, guys. All right, let me pick this up real quick. Put this up real quick, guys. Present, share screen, iCloud Mail. All righty, guys. Jay Paul got his magnet fishing chips done, and I think they look great, guys. That is awesome. And Jay would like to give one of those away tonight, so we will be running a duck race. We will be running a duck race for one of those tonight. JP, thank you very much.
Is Diggin' SoCal in the house tonight?
I have not seen him yet. Menardo's Master Racing Lounge will be open. BYOL. Good evening, Rob Weigold. Yeah, guys, I'll set up tomorrow's stream tonight. I'll obviously, if we open up, do a duck race tonight, I'll have the Master duck race going, and we'll have that done. The only thing I got to build tonight is my members race. I did build it during his Wednesday Zoom with Pat while we were in Zoom. Bill, I did my 93 or whatever it was paid members, and then this computer here, instead of going to sleep mode, it just goes into shut off mode, and then you wake up the next morning and all your Google pages are gone, all your YouTube pages are gone, all your duck races are gone. And I also have one other thing to report on. Guys, I did a community post on all the mail that went out this week. Well, here's 5 of them that didn't go out, guys, because Mr. Zach, your $50 was returned to me, Zach, for postage due.
Huh.
Apparently, your post office in California put this through the mail slot that it can't be any thicker than this for a thing, and it wouldn't fit through their little mail slot. So they sent it back with $4.69 postage due. And then when I took these in there today, I have this one really, really a-hole postal guy, and he basically said, I told you you're going to get dinged for these. So he basically told the other guy, no longer accept these unless they're $4.69. So they wanted to charge me from $1.44. They wanted to charge me an additional $4.69 for these because they're just a hair too thick to go through the mail slot. So I have this envelope, which is it doesn't look it, but it's actually thinner. So I will be moving these $50 to these envelopes, and I'm going to my big mailer supplier in Tampa on Monday, and they have little 4x6 mailers that aren't padded. They're just the light tan manila, and that I can put a piece of cardboard in, and they will be, without the padding, they'll be thin enough for coins. So those will all go out on Monday, guys. The 6 of them, I did get 10 of them out, but 6 of them they wanted to recharge me for. So they will go out Monday. So that's
they started doing that to me last year here, Rob.
They're really just trying to
they're losing money.
Business to elsewhere.
They're doing everything they can to make money because they're losing money again.
Just pissed me off. Nice, Paula. I played a lot of. I probably played my fair share of ping pong in college. Almost every college quad, cafeteria and break room area usually had a ping pong table. Steven Stark, just go to my homepage, my videos, and just look at the one that's titled giveaway. Let's have another giveaway, and watch the 3-4 minute video. And send me your guess, sir. Yeah, Zaxxon just said, mail it to me. Indiana doesn't care about the packages. Yeah, well, they sent me Zach's back ASAP.
Indiana doesn't deliver their packages. Minutes' postman's drunk.
That's not. Yeah, that's not too bad, Jay. That's not too bad. Hi, Rick. Evening, digging Louisiana. Yeah. So anyway, the green envelopes are a little teeny bit thinner because they come from a different manufacturer on YouTube, and they don't look much thinner, but they are. I mean, Amazon. So I will get if those are still too thick. Monday when I take it over there, I'll see if it fits in the postal slot, and if it does, I'll just heat those stamps up and move them over. So Dan says, I've sent silver and lost twice to Indy. You know, guys, I know everybody loves silver, and I love sending the silver, guys, but you know, Shane Ohio River History has a good point, guys. That's why he does Amazon gift cards. Literally, it's to the people in 30 seconds. It doesn't get lost, and then they can buy whatever they want, including silver. But I know I enjoy getting silver or coins in the mail, and I'm pretty sure other people do too. So we just may have to get some smaller stuff like the 3 pence and the 6 pence and the cool, unique foreign silver, that little Egyptian coin, stuff like that. I just may have to get stuff that's smaller than a quarter that just fits in a regular envelope with 2 pieces of cardboard taped to it. Because I'm not having any problem with those. Yeah, Nick. I'm sorry to say, Nick, that your Canada Post is even way more expensive than us here in the USA. Yeah. I sent one of these to BC Treasure Trails. He won a hat here, and it cost me $31 to send that hat to him. It would have been cheaper if I just sent the $25 gift card to him and then sent the hat to somebody in the States. Yeah, I agree with you, Louisiana. But the post office is just making this tough. But we'll work around it. We'll get there. Even if we have to do these half an ounce silver rounds as opposed to a if I need to start giving away SLQs instead of 40% halves, we'll give away SLQs. Yeah, nope, Rob. I hate getting silver from you. Half of Marty's silver collections from FL Thunder. Yeah, Roger, that's what I'm going to have to do. Is I'm going to have to use the cardboard envelope. That's exactly what I'm going to have to do. They don't even let me use a normal stamp. I have to buy the non-machinable stamp, which is like $1.46 as opposed to the 72 cents for a stamp now. These are twice as expensive. So you would think something that weighs a half an ounce, they'd be happy to get a $1.46 stamp for, but no, that's not good enough for them.
You can't print the labels through your eBay label printer thing or pirate ship?
Pirate ship won't do for regular envelope. Pirate ship only does. You can send it first class mail, but anything on pirate ship is considered. They'll consider it a thick envelope, and the minimum is like $4.68. There are no 72 cents pirate ship labels. Yeah, that's not good either, William. So, yeah, there's one for William E. sitting here, Mike Shiles, Angie, My Muddy Mess, and Miss Mandy's Candy. Those will go out Monday, guys. They were out, and then they've come back. But I did pay the extra money, Zach, because the guy had already rang it up, and I just said, that's fine. Leave it on there, and yours has been shipped back out, Zach.
Oh, I'll look through my PayPal. I'll get you back on that.
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna, we'll because the guy started doing. He did yours, and then he started doing second label. I go, what are you doing? He goes, well, you can't. He just said you can't ship these for that. I go, no, don't do all 6 of them. I'll pay for the one you printed, and I said, and I'll change envelopes. He goes, okay. Yeah. Angie, if I have time this week, that would be awesome.
Oh, don't try to arrange Angie picking hers up. You got any idea how late she's going to be? She'll catch you on like your 12th game of chess for the night.
They're here in Florida. They're only I think they're about an hour and a half away.
Yeah, but you got to remember, we call last place Angie's place for a reason.
Well, that's true. Dee, did you go to bed?
Sorry, Angie.
Oh, okay. Dee went to bed. Let me check on that, Bill.
Hey, Rob. Thanks.
Well, you said we're running a shorter show tonight, aren't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Heather Bowlers.
just going to go an hour and a half to 11:30 instead of 1:45 or midnight.
Well, we're halfway through. I'll run a race.
All right, hold on. Let me check one thing for Bill, and then I'll get a race up there, Zach. Bill, I'm sure I do. I've got plenty of email. I got plenty of email from her, Bill, so I'm sure one of them's got their address.
Okay.
All right, so let me pull up my email, Zach, and get
Mr. Minnick says he's got a currency pack for DAL.
Yep.
nice.
What do you guys want?
Minutes?
Good night, Grandma Kelly.
What do you guys
Daryl.
want me to run for? You wanna go a copper round, or do you guys want to go some floating display cases?
Wow,
Yeah,
my Google screen took my duck
copper round or
races
display
down.
cases for me.
Say what?
My Google page doesn't have the shortcut to the duck races anymore.
Oh, crap.
Wow, I put the shortcut to the chess thing, and then what it did was I guess instead of adding the one, it only can take so many, so it deleted the duck races.
Uh-oh. Hi, David Carlisle.
Hello, Yankee down south.
That was a good dog bark.
That dog, I don't know what happened to it. We left Wednesday morning. There was nothing wrong with that dog. We came back Wednesday
Hi, Greg Yankee down south.
at 2:00 or whatever. It hurt one of its legs real bad.
Your Adobe?
Yeah, she's getting better now.
Alrighty, guys, I'm pulling up the race now. I'll tell you, Zach, and I thank you every time, whether you're here or not. This master race list idea was just freaking an awesome idea.
I disagree. Every dictator that has declared a master race, it's ended poorly, very poorly.
The master racing list. And I even put that in the title, newest master racing list.
Well, it was racing back then. A little different forward than I was racing.
All right, let's see if there's anybody here that's not on this
Thomas
list.
907.
Hello,
Hello.
907.
Howdy, Thomas 907. So let's go right down to Thomas 907 and make sure he's in the list. Absolutely, he is. All right, let me pull up, guys, seeing if a couple of those new people here from JP's Bar are still in the room. And if they are, we will add them to the race. Howdy, David Carlisle. Howdy, Daryl. Those two guys were already in the race. There's Miss Heather Bueller. Good evening, Heather. She's in the race.
Hi, the workman. Hi, Hobo Rob.
Howdy, Rob. All righty, we got that person in.
Hi, Happy Bears.
Howdy, Happy Bears. Mr. Brewer's here. Good evening, Mr. Brewer. He's in the race. Make sure we got Mr. Steven Stark in there.
Yep.
Howdy, Silver Wishes. And there's Mr. Greg, Yankee Down South. He's definitely in there. Again, like I say, folks, if you're here from JP's or you're kind of new here, a couple of the names that we thank tonight for being here. If you haven't said anything lately, please say something so we can get you in the races. We don't want to exclude you.
Hi, Paul Casper.
Evening, Paul. Yep, Paul's in there. Workman's in there. William E. Greg, Yankee Down South. Thomas 907. Evening, Olin.
You know John from What's in the Plug in there?
I don't. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. Yes, we do. I'm sorry. Yes, we do. He's already in there. Yep.
Don the Relic Reaper, Mystic.
Yeah, Relic Reaper and Mystic stay in there. They're permanent fixtures. Yeah, I've never taken Mystic out.
Hey, Colleen. Lucky Duck Digger in there?
Hi, Lucky Duck Digger. I'm pretty sure she stays in all the time too. And Rob's in there, mainly dirt fishing. Yep, there's Lucky Duck Digger. All right, we got everybody, Bill.
Okay. We'd be good to go then.
Good to go.
Tom Kingery, hello.
All right, Tom. All righty, so what are we going to run this one for, Mr. Zach?
We're either going to do some copper rounds or some floating display cases. Winner's choice.
Wow, we're doing winner's choice now, guys. This is awesome.
And Minix had a currency pack for DAL. I don't know if you want to add this one onto there or a different one.
No, we'll do 2 races winners, and then when J Paul does, will do his for his sticker and his thing, and then what we'll do is I'll do a silver rosy since I'm out of barbers. I'll do a silver rosy for DAL. So that way it'll get us 2 races with 4 prizes right off the bat. All right, today is 6/14, Saturday night. Okay, so duck race number 1, Mr. Zaxon first. And then who's doing, is it Mr. Minix doing DAL, Zach?
Yes, sir.
And that is what kind of pack?
Some kind of currency pack.
Currency pack. Thank you. Okay.
So good luck to the winner. Good luck to whoever comes in Angie's place.
All righty. We got that up on the screen. Done. Set. Shuffle characters once. Shuffle characters twice. Shuffle characters 3 times. And 3, 2, 1, go. And go to super full screen to make it bigger. There we go. Jim says, good luck, good luck, good luck, everybody.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I was over on Benzo's channel the other night, Wild Gold Adventures, and he had some convoluted race where they were these like put together aliens with like vampire heads and werewolf bodies or some kind of weirdo stuff like that. It was pretty cool looking.
Oh, wait, where do you see this one tonight, Zach, that we did last week? It's called Italian Nightmare or something. That might have been the one they were running, Zach. It is.
Yeah, sounds like it.
It is bizarro.
Yep.
Yeah, I was running last week. I finished. I had time to get on like 10 minutes before standard closing time, and you guys had just ended it.
It was weird. I mean, if you were on drugs or something, you'd have been freaking out on that race. I like the ones where you can see the names really prominently, Zach. This is a good one for that. I mean, you got really cool monsters here. You got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You got the alien from Aliens. You know, King Kong gorilla type. You got the alien from the War of the Worlds movie with Tom Cruise. That's actually a pretty cool sci-fi movie. Alrighty, guys, 25 seconds. Does this one have a 19-second fade? Let's see right now. Yes, it does a little bit. There's a few channels fading.
Yep. And I'm
Iron Antlers up there. Rocky Mountain Brad's up there. Somebody's behind the Transformer guy and the dinosaur T-Rep. Who's it going to be? Greg just faded AU Diver. Who's it going to be? Look at that. Rick Hay comes, boom, flying up.
Is he here tonight? I know Angie is, but I wasn't.
Yeah, Rick said hi earlier.
Yeah, he said hello earlier. Speak up, Rick.
But he was definitely here earlier.
Rick answered.
Yep, I'm here, he says.
Boom. All righty. Rick gets first place.
Crap, that was me.
Rick, would you like the little display case or would you like a 1 ounce copper round?
Aliens.
He can email me.
Okay, I'll just put down winner's choice, Zach.
Yeah, winner's choice.
Lance McGowan just came in too.
Rick can email me. It's a copper round or floating display cases for like metal detecting fines or the whatnot.
All righty, guys, and let's go down here to the Angie's list or Angie's place. For place 200 is 508 Magnets, and then Phil Leo, and then Mally Man. 508 or Phil here. Looks like we may have to start the timer on this one, guys.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any of those in here tonight.
Texas Donna was in our chess stream. But I loved it. Mrs. Kendu came on and said, "What are you people doing up this time of night?"
Hi, Doug McClure.
Evening, Doug. All righty, guys, we got the timer going. We haven't seen Miss Patty tonight. Ed Flash in the Pan. Phil Leo. I know Phil Gardner's here, but not Phil Leo. Mr. Weigold's here.
Yep. Rob Weigold, speak up.
You can see your name on the winners list. Comment.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, just email me.
Thank you, Daryl. All
Or
right,
have Angie email me. Whatever. Sunsaxon@gmail.com. It's on my page.
All right, display case. Perfect. All righty.
Boom, says Weigold.
Yep.
All right. Well, he has got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goes to Rob Weigold.
Congrats, Weigold. Minutes, throw your email up there for us if you would, please.
All right.
Congrats, Rob Weigold.
Congrats, Rob. Alrighty, guys, got those logged in. And if Greg Yankee down south is here, Greg, I'm still checking on that. I'm going through my winners list. So
Go on, use it.
evening, Bart Cubbins. We are all having a wonderful weekend. Oh, Dan says, have a good weekend, everybody. Going to go check for reruns of Benny Hill. Not a bad way to spend an evening. Hi, little child.
Watch some Red Green Show, Dan. It's just as funny.
Yeah,
or Squidbillies. You want to have a good laugh, watch Squidbillies.
I've never seen Squidbillies.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Funny as sin, Rob. As long as you can take a
Is it live action or is it is it animated or live action?
Animated.
Oh, okay.
It's animated rough humor.
Okay.
It is funny. If you start watching one show, you're going to watch a run of them.
Angie, that's exactly what Park Rat was saying this week. The worst thing your wife says, look, when you come home and she says, look how much money I saved today. I hit his wallet hard today. That's not good, Angie.
It's animated, Dan. Basically, they're squid hillbillies.
Yep.
It is funny as sin. It's Cartoon Network, adult stream, funny as sin.
Yep. I like the sheriff in his mini version.
I like them all. They're all hilarious.
That computer. Did Denise take the other computer down? No, it's behind me. That computer right there behind me has got my Total Annihilation.
Thank you, Fine Arrow.
Real live. What do you call it? First shooter game. Anyway, it's a 20-year-old video game, or computer game, but I love playing it. And she said to me the other day, she said, you know what? Since you joined chess.com, you haven't blown up. You haven't blown up one thing on your Total Annihilation game. I said, no, I haven't. That's exactly right. I know that quote.
That's it.
Daryl, yes, sir. You are most definitely in the races, Mr. Daryl. The second I saw your name there, I made sure you're in the races, sir. Daryl is a long time subscriber, guys. Probably going back to 17 or 18, guys. So thank you very much.
Jeff, do you remember the Possum Lodge? Yeah. I'm a man, and I can change, I guess, if I have to.
No,
we actually got asked.
The other one they said in Italian or whatever. I translated that one day. The umami party. I don't know. I butchered that bad. But basically, when you translate it, the other motto is when all else fails, play dead.
Yeah, they didn't ask us a red green. We have been asked red green questions in trivia before, but they had a Saturday Night Live Wayne's World question. Which one who did Mike Myers play? Did he play Wayne or did he play Garth?
He was Wayne.
Yep.
Mike Myers got rich and successful, and didn't Garth just fade into oblivion?
Well, I know whenever they've both come back on, they've redone it, but Dana Carvey's had a decent career. The guy who faded into oblivion is the other guy that played that comedy opposite Keanu Reeves. What was the name of that movie? The comedy movie they did?
I forget.
Bill? Oh, Ted and Bill's.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah, that guy just faded into oblivion.
Yeah.
Same with the same guy that co-hosted American Idol the first year when it was two hosts, and then they brought the guy back that does every freaking show, the guy that just took over the game show from Pat Sajak.
I'm sure both of you guys remember Charlie McClain, the singer.
Yeah.
Ultra successful singer. She quit. In the 80s, they did a documentary on her, the most lonely woman in the world, or the most lonely person in the world. Ultra successful singer, huge career and all that. She decided it wasn't for her and quit. She lived in San Diego with her husband, who did reasonably well, but she quit being famous to go live a more normal life. She is still alive in San Diego or Garden Grove or something like that.
Well, when you have people like Hot Lips Houlihan passing away from old age, guys, somebody that I watched growing up on MASH and had my lustful fantasies for, man, when your hot babes from the 70s and 80s start passing away, you're freaking getting old, okay?
Did you say MASH?
Yeah, Hot Lips Houlihan from MASH.
My great grandfather told me about that show. He said it was pretty fun.
Stop! Just stop. Great grandfather. My great grandfather Zach would have probably been in the Civil War. And I don't know my family's lineage. Past my grandfather, who I knew was a fire captain in Baltimore City Fire Department, which is about all I know from the man, because my grandparents on my father's side were gone. Well, actually, all four of my grandparents were gone before I was born. So I have very little family history.
one side of my family commissioned a family tree book that we're in. I guess it's called the Earls of Evergreen. I'm related to them. The other side of my family was Greek, and they are Mormon. And I guess this particular sect, or whatever you want to call them, the part of the branch that they're in, I guess one of their big things is researching your family history all the way down to the original tribe, because there's like 13 original tribes or something in their teachings. And so I have an aunt who's really into that she could tell me a lot more, but that'd be a conversation that would take forever.
I do know on my mom's side that I'm actually only second generation. My mom's mom, my maternal grandmother, was born in Poland and came over here as a teenager. So literally, my mom on my mom's side was the first generation born. My grandmother never learned English. When they wanted to talk about her, they made up a name for her, and all the daughters, all the sisters talked about her in English, and she listened in there. And then with what little broken English she had, she joined in the conversation thinking they were talking about somebody else. But if they needed to talk about their mother, they just called her. I think they called her Bertha or something, and she had no idea they were talking about her. But anyway,
on my mom's
Hobo Rob, I don't know about my father's side, but wow.
On my mom's side, we're third generation from Greece.
Yeah, that's where Denise's side of the family is from, is Greece. Dallas was original Dali.
The Greek family that came over was Hasapleonis.
Yeah, that's about as Greek as it gets there, Zach.
Well, you haven't seen the nose on me? Hold on, let me turn sideways. Don't talk to me wrong. I'll pick your eyes out.
Brother Creeper says, I'm mashing. I love mashing show. Yes. And Zach, it was a movie before it was a TV show. And I know everybody's going to know this, but here, we'll do a little trivia here tonight. My fourth great grandfather was in the Revolutionary War. He lived to be 94 years old, was wounded 3 times. Wow, Bill Brasky. Yep. Well, it's funny because the actor that played Jim and Taxi and Doc, he's in the Nobody movies. Christopher, whatever his name. Yeah, he's in the Nobody movies, and they're just flipping hilarious.
Now, Rob, tell me this: has Denise ever got? If you get any people, and if you get people from, I meet a lot of people from different areas. I'm having communication issues lately, but if I get somebody from the Eastern Bloc, Russia, Ukraine, something like that, if we can communicate good enough, they can guess my ancestry. I was working for a husband and wife, and I work for them every now and then, and I guess they were over there talking about me in Russian, and I don't care, but she knew that I was Eastern Bloc, so he was guessing and she was guessing, and I'm over there working them underneath their freaking Sprinter van, and he comes over, he says, "Where are you from originally?" Or he says, "Where's your family from?" I said, "Eastern Bloc family or the other family?" He says Eastern Bloc. Where are you from? I said,
Greece. Yeah, Greece went through their Eastern Bloc part of history. Absolutely.
And he says, "Damn it!" He says, "My wife guessed Greek." He said something else. He said Romanian or something. I don't remember what, but his wife correctly guessed, and they're pretty good at it too.
Everybody here's got some great family history. The wood question I did want to ask with MASH is, who is the only character the only actor that came back from both the MASH movie and the MASH TV show? Every character had a different actor from the movie to the TV show except one. I know Bill would know it. What actor played the same character in both the MASH movie and the MASH TV show? Yep, boom, Radar. Captain Vic. Radar.
He was the only one.
Gary Berghoff was the only one that came back for both of them. Yep.
And why didn't he do how come he didn't do much more than MASH?
You know what, Bill? I didn't know he was missing 2 fingers on one hand.
That's why he always had a clipboard, always had something.
Yep, he always had his hand underneath the the clipboard he
when
had.
he tried to give him regular,
roles.
Movie scripts, there's really nothing, so he didn't do very well after MASH.
All right, do any of you guys know the words to the MASH theme song?
Suicide is painless. It causes many changes, but I can take or leave it if I please.
and they pulled the words because it was too depressing. They just used the soundbite for it. I didn't know that, but my brother got pissed off because I memorized the words to the Andy Griffith theme song. I actually saw a video of Andy Griffith's theme, so I learned the words to an Andy Griffith theme song. He got pissed off that I knew more worthless trivia.
Didn't they used the song with the words in the movie version, right, Bill? They just didn't put it in the TV version, right?
They did for the first, I think, couple of weeks, and then they switched over to just no lyrics. But another one, Bonanza. The words to that theme song were so bad they pulled the. And
even Northern Found, welcome.
I didn't know the Bonanza one. The Andy Griffith one. I just heard of it one day, and so I listened to it till I learned it. I didn't know Andy Griffith sing.
When they first started making Bonanza, Lauren Green, all the other actors, they wanted them to sing it, and they're looking at it, and they're going, "There's no freaking way we're going to sing this song." Because if you want to pick a little fight with me, Bonanza. Whoever wrote
I just remember the dun.
Oh, it was terrible. It sucked.
Yeah, China Beach was definitely a good show.
Oh, Tom Cat Josh.
Not that I couldn't look at what's her name all day long, Dana Delaney. Is that her name, Bill?
Yep, Dana Delaney.
Whatever happened to the girl from the Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh, that's Catherine Bach, right?
Yeah. Well,
she's got to be in her 70s now.
She did the first season of Tim Allen's Tool Time.
Oh, she was the cool girl?
She was the first one. Then the second season she was replaced.
See, I was watching a documentary on it or whatever. They're talking about how provocative her clothes were for Dukes of Hazzard's time. And now when I look back and I actually see the Dukes of Hazzard show, you look at what she's wearing and you're like, oh, that's not bad.
Oh, wait. We're talking Catherine Bach, right?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't Tool Time. She was something else.
Man, she was skinny back then. She's a...
Put up Paula's. Her latest. We did the Dream Stream last night. Paula won the prize.
What prize?
Oh, you forgot, Ron?
Last night. What was last night? Last night was. I did the.
Excuse me. Thursday. Yeah, last night, Friday night, we did the Dream Stream. You know, Mark.
Oh, you guys did the Dream Stream, yeah.
Well.
Oh, she won the massager.
The personal massager, yeah.
That's a fitting prize of the Dream Stream.
Yeah.
As long as it's new.
Oh,
as long as it's new, that's right.
If Mark was sitting in it, I'd be worried.
71. Thank you, Daryl. I was trying to look that up. Thank you. Yeah, she's 71 now. Yeah, Stevie Nicks.
That's actually younger than I thought she'd be.
Stevie Nicks is in her 70s too, and she's still out there singing and doing concerts.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Howdy, Bart Cobbins. But congratulations, Paul, on winning the massager on the Dream Stream. Yeah, and the guy, what's the actor's name? Eric, was it Eric LaSalle, the guy from McSteamy from ER? He's just got diagnosed with ALS. That's a bad disease.
The disease one of the diseases that's really the most surprising for me is whatever that dude's name was back from the future, Michael
J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. His progression of how bad that disease was is, I mean, that's one of the worst cases to my knowledge.
but he's been fighting that for over 20 years now. So it's finally gotten to the point where I think he's got it. Does he have multiple sclerosis or ALS?
I think it's MS.
Who are we talking about?
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, Parkinson's.
Oh, Parkinson's. Okay.
And he's been fighting it for 40 years.
The fact that he even still functions is amazing. That's testament to his willpower.
Yeah, he's in advanced stages of it, and he's been living with the condition since '91. So yeah, guys, he's been battling that for 34 years.
Yeah.
What year was Back to the Future made?
Those were in the '80s.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys keep talking about these '80s like they existed at some point in time, but
the golden years, Zach, the '80s, the golden years.
Golden years.
I heard the cocaine.
Bill, I'm going to have to ask Denise to find it for me. She found a video of a guy playing jarts that got stuck in the head with a jart.
Oh, I want to see that.
Evening, Tomcat Josh. The 80s were great. Absolutely, Brewer. These young pups like Zaxxon don't know what the hell they missed. The dog is having a dream.
I agree. The 80s were great. Somebody bathed you, washed you, changed your diaper. They were pretty easy times.
Yeah, Daryl, the Bruce Willis story's sad too. He's got that frontal lobe. Mr. Minix, if you have a box with the 4 lawn darts with the little 2 hoops in it, those are worth big bucks because you're not even allowed to list those on Amazon or eBay. You can't even, they're illegal to sell. So if you still have that set and you can hook up with somebody offline, somebody will pay you big bucks for those.
The Frighteners was a great movie.
That was a cool movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see.
No box. Minix says no box, just the darts. It might be worth it to buy a box from eBay and sell them as a set.
Back to the Future was 85, Zach.
So that dude really only had a 6 great year run.
Well, no, he had done that TV show Family Ties. He'd done for several years. That's where he became a big TV star.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Wendy. Everything wasn't recorded back then, Wendy. Yep, there you go, Daryl. The dark web for your lawn dart sales. Yeah, lawn darts were great. Wow, Bill, there's lots of lawn darts out there.
Oh yeah, once people heard they're worth big bucks, they're all trying to get rid of them.
Is it legal to sell vintage lawn darts?
It's not. We already looked.
The sale of secondhand lawn darts is considered illegal under the Hazardous Products Act.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want the alternatives with the little beanbag bottom. Those are the wussy versions.
That's like I learned something earlier tonight I didn't know. You can have your relatives buried in your yard except for 3 states in this country.
Yes.
Which states are
wild.
I don't know what states they are, but a lot of states allow you to, if you bury your relative in your yard, there's a few different states where you get to claim that as a cemetery or something like that. And
and they cannot pull eminent domain on the property that way. But
well, you know what? That's an interesting way to keep your property from having eminent domain. What 3 states, Bill?
California, Indiana, and Washington are the only 3 states that don't allow it. The funny thing is, not too far from my house, about 2 miles southeast, there's a back road through an industrial area, and right in the middle of that industrial area is a little family plot. About 20 headstones in it.
There you go. There you go. Oh man, guys, it's 11:15.
You're right, Daryl. If there isn't a chance of getting hurt, then why bother playing? I like that.
Absolutely. If you couldn't get injured in the game, it's not worth. That's right. Absolutely, Daryl. Dodging the darts were half the fun. Absolutely, Angie. I remember me and my sister used to just take them, throw them straight up in the air, and then just put our hands over our head like that was going to keep us from getting impaled. All righty, guys, let's run this race. Mr. J. Paul is offering one of his fantastic poker chip darts. Darts. Yeah, I got charts on my head. He's offering his poker chip, guys, and Rob's going to do a silver Rosie that I just got a bunch of them from a different silver supplier this week. So let's go ahead and run that race before we wrap it up tonight.
Hey, Rob,
Man,
how many people are in here?
I'm seeing 62, Bill.
Okay, because I want to throw in a $2 bill, a silver Canadian quarter, and a rosy silver dime.
So let's do a third race for those, Bill.
Okay, we'll do different races.
Yeah, we'll do back-to-back races. All righty, guys, let's pull the race up. All righty, guys, this is for the Mr. Minix poker chip for first and a silver dime for last.
Oh, cool, Daryl.
Wow, Daryl. See, that's got Viking written all over it, Hobo Rob. Absolutely. Long dart giveaway, Mr. Minix. If I could get a box, Mr. Minix, sure. All righty, guys. This will be duck race number 2 tonight at 11:20 p.m. So J. Paul's offering a poker chip, and Mr. Rob is offering a silver rosy. And he is doing a poker chip. All righty, guys. Shuffle characters. Shuffle characters. Shuffle a third time. And 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let her rip.
Good luck, good luck, good luck, everybody.
Oh, I took off.
That would be cool, Angie.
Past and present. How you doing?
Very cool, Neil. Howdy, past and present. He's in there all the time, too. Snapping Scavenger's in there, too. Good evening, sir. You're still in there. Paula says, good luck, good luck, good luck. Everyone, go, 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 go. Thank you, Greg. Rob Weigald said, go, go, gadget. Yeah, guys, I'll build the other 2 races for tomorrow morning. I like the ATSTs from Star Wars and also from The Mandalorian. All righty, guys, we're coming up on the 19-second fade. There you go. All righty, guys. Coming out swinging's up there. Mark the senile detectorist, but who's coming up? Metal detecting with Mr. Randy. Oh, Mr. Randy hasn't been here tonight. But no, who came up past him?
No.
Alaskan Assassin. Boom! We haven't seen Alaskan Assassin here tonight either. Let's turn the sound off. All righty, guys.
Draper's here, or he was.
Yeah, Don was here earlier.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the timer going, Bill.
Okay.
So Don says I'm here. And then while we're waiting for the timer to go off, let's scroll down to last place here. And Mr. Minix, and he's here. There's Miss Rose Knows Treasure. Good evening, Rose. Why aren't you wrenched up, Miss Rose? We take care of that right now. And Rose, you are now a moderator, ma'am. Daryl says, I want that poker chip. Well, we'll have to try it for another one, Daryl. Alrighty, we got Rose wrenched up, and I know Mr. Minix is here. He says here, Mr. Minix wins the silver dime. And we've got 6 seconds left for And there we go. That's going to go to Relic Reaper. Boom.
Yep.
J. Paul, can you put your email up for Don Relic Reaper? Okay, Bill, what's the 2 prizes you wanted to put up tonight, sir?
Well, it's one prize. It'll be a $2 bill along with a Canadian silver quarter and an American Rosie silver dime.
Wow. Canadian silver quarter and a silver Rosie dime. Alrighty, guys, a 3-prize race.
Now, the problem is if you're in Canada, I'll probably have to do something else because I know a lot of places are on strike again. So
Very cool.
it'll be like a Amazon gift card.
Very nice, Silver Wishes. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, Silver Wishes, guys. If you guys haven't checked out or subscribed to Silver Wishes, check out her channel, guys. She is such a great supporter of Charlie, Bill, Zach, and I. She's offered some phenomenal prizes up here. Always gets them mailed out quick. Thank you very much, Silver Wishes. Alrighty, guys. Let's. I need to get. We need to get Rose in the race. So let me pop this up and let me adjust the race, edit list, and we need to get Rose in here.
Yankee Down South is wondering when you were doing your 5K giveaway, Rob.
Probably towards the end of this month, probably within the next 2 weeks, Greg. That's right. Greg wanted to offer a spot in the next Florida hunt. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, I'll send you an email, Greg.
Nick, I don't know, but Michael Farley was on the Dream Stream, and he's up in Canada, and they were striking in his area. So,
alrighty, guys, we got Rose in the race.
dang, can't even take a leader to get McClorid.
I'm telling you, William.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, this is for Bill's 3 prizes: $2 bill, Canadian silver quarter, and a silver dime. Thank you so much, Bill Paparouse.
You're welcome, Rob.
One more time, and 3, 2, 1, and go, gang.
As soon as they give us one dig in Louisiana, we'll give one away.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as somebody donates one, we'll be happy to give away Louisiana.
Yeah.
You betcha, Rose. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. But Nick, I don't know where Michael Farley lives from you. It could be different spots.
Yeah,
All I saw, I just looked it up, Bill. All I saw is that they were forced to vote for whatever that means.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, you wonder if Canada. I always call it Canada, guys. I wonder if Canada has. It is a nice prize, 5 Mile. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You wonder if they've got that thing where the prime minister or the Canadian prime minister can order the workers back to work for, because it's because it's a required, industry. He's in Ontario also, Bill, not that far away, Nick says.
Okay. Well, I should have realized being Michael Farley, so.
That was kind of my thought.
He gets a lot of stuff incorrect. So.
Well, they could have been possibly going, and then they force him to stay at work, Bill.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. We've got a couple Stay Puft Marshmallow. Oh, Stay Puft just faded. Here comes Martin Smythe. Jim Steele. Adventures with Pep Hall. Captain Vic's up there. Treasure, show me BC Treasure Trails. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the word I was looking for, is Nick, an essential service. Okay, guys, Thomas 907. Here comes John. What's in the plug? Here comes David Carlisle. Who's it going to be the last 3 seconds, guys? Here comes Miss Risha. Bone Dead Heathens. Boom, Miss Risha.
No,
I have not seen Miss Risha tonight.
neither have I.
They said they were taking a break from streaming
Look
for
at
a
those
while.
top three: Bone Dead, PD,
Yep.
Dirt Troll and Troy, and Yodi. But we know Yodi's been here.
Yodi was here earlier. John just left.
Yodi, if you're here, please let us know, Yodi.
Oh, nice, J. Paul.
Oh, they've got a minute. They've got a minute, J. Paul.
Yodi's here for
said,
sure.
I'm here.
Yodi says he's here. Okay, well, they've got 38 seconds. Rob says, I identify as PD Sandinger. Yeah, PD's like Charlie and Zach. They work too much. I think PD's starting to take a little more time now that he's a granddad.
Yeah.
Gotta earn it while you can.
Yep, I agree, Zach. Mr. Dirt Troll and Troy's actually had a date with his wife. They went to, there you go, boom, that's going to Mr. Yodi. Yodi's fines, Bill.
Congrats, Yodi.
Congrats, Yodi. And here again is my email address.
Fantastic. Thank you, Bill, and thank you, Zach, for the races tonight.
Well,
Pleasure.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna do a few races tomorrow too. I'll probably do instead of a Kennedy half, I'll probably do a 90% silver quarter. That way, you're still getting the same amount of you're still getting a same amount of silver. It's just that it's a little smaller and easier for me to ship, so we won't have postage situations. Thank you, Jay.
Some days, Neil.
No, Neil, that's crazy, Neil. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Thank you, Greg. And guys, we get off here. There's Miss Muddy. There's my muddy mess. And your package has been delayed. The post office will no longer let me ship the coin that I need to ship you in the padded envelope I had. They said it's too thick, so I'm switching into a new envelope on Monday. So, and your package is going to be a few days delayed.
I've got an idea, Rob, and I'm just wondering if this angle might help you. Maybe if you could go on Amazon and have some like really, really cheap small stickers that say "I support our postal workers," and just stick them on the package. Maybe this guy supports it. We'll let this one slide. Same with the Canada package. Just put a little sticker on there. I heart Canada Post. Maybe they'll let it slide a little bit better.
They all would love the I Heart Canada Post. Absolutely. Flying Arrow. Jared says happy Father's Day to the fathers out there. Yeah, tomorrow morning's Father's Day, guys. So yeah, happy Father's Day to all you dads and stepdads out there. I'll be wishing Denise's dads a happy Father's Day tomorrow.
Nice, J. Paul.
Nice, J. Paul.
Thank you, Texas Donna. I'm sure they all thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Nice, J. Paul. Very kind of you, sir. All righty, guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And I'm going to go ahead and set the stream up for tomorrow. Figure out see if I can figure out a fun question for you guys for tomorrow. Survey question or whatever you want to call it, poll question. And then I'm going to set up a duck race for the Monday Digs folks. And then to set up we're going to have at least 2 members races tomorrow, including tomorrow's the day we're giving away the big half-ounce beautiful Buffalo silver round, guys. So that's going to go up. That's going to go up tomorrow. All righty, good people. See all you good people in the morning. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Bill.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Take care, folks. Be good humans out there.